What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Sneaky Link Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Janelle.
I'm Elaina.
And before we get started, do not forget, as always, to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Turn your notifications on, too, while you're at it. Instagram, Sneaky Link Podcast. YouTube.
Podcast.
Okay. Yep, that too.
Oh, yeah. Spotify.
Spotify. YouTube. All of that. Sneaky Link Podcast, damn it. Every time we take a break and come back, I really can't remember how to do this.
I know.
It's like our first day all over again. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it took a little break.
Yes, we did.
A much needed little.
Definitely much needed. Also unexpected, but
yes,
given the circumstance that's been happening in LA, which obviously we will continue to talk about throughout this episode, like it was very much needed.
It was very much so needed.
Yes.
Fritz, do you have to stretch right now?
Right. Should we get into what we're wearing real quick?
Let's get into what we are wearing. So I have on my New Balance loafers. This little, yeah, I really like these. I got these, not like a while back, but like not super new. But I think this is my first time wearing.
I was gonna ask too. Is it your first time wearing them?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to continue trying to dead stock some stuff. NDS, I should say.
Okay.
Some little basic white socks. It is hot. It's summer. Summer isn't. What? Why are you so itchy, Fritz?
Not this.
Is your diaper bothering you?
Oh, the little cough.
Come here, Bubba. You've been a mess lately. Come here.
Oh,
okay?
Poor boy.
I have on a little gray Skims dress. Skims me down. I love this. I've had this dress for a while. I love it. It's so comfy. This is like one of our little cotton sets. And then I have, even though I'm wearing New Balance, I am wearing my Nike medal that I got from my half marathon that I ran 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago.
You did.
Talk about that more later.
I know. I never. That's really cute. Oh, it's like a lace.
It is.
Too.
It's like a shoelace.
Yeah.
And then it comes undone right there with a little magnet.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so cute.
And it's Tiffany, right?
No, this one's not. Yeah. They used to do Tiffany necklaces, but not anymore.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, got it. So I have on just a pair of GR Air Jordan 1 Low women's I don't know the specific name. I think they're just green gum bottoms. Got them from JD Sports when we went out to the store for. Oh wait, no, I got them beforehand. I got them from JD Sports actually. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the folks at JD.
It's a good GR color.
Yeah, I like them a lot. You know, we love us some gum bottoms over here.
Hell yeah.
Nike leggings, and I threw on a crop top from that I had from Mag Park, which is the store I used to work at, which I feel like I don't really talk about too much like that, but I was like, let me just throw this on. Also, because I loved the shirt. I just like the color of it. I like the charcoal gray color of this.
Yeah.
And dang.
He's doing the most today.
And a Black Panther New Era dad hat.
Cute.
Yeah, that's what I got on today.
Yeah.
I do see that we have like new nails this week.
Yes, mine are okay. This was silver. I went swimming and it turned it gold.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that looks cute though. I like that.
Yeah, my little the little Nike Run.
Oh, that's really cute. Wait, they did that for you?
No, I got these done with Yvette.
Oh,
she did my nails before the race. I haven't posted them. I literally.
Oh man,
girl, I know. Like I haven't posted them. I haven't
really
even posted any of like the running stuff.
Just the stuff you were tagged in.
Yeah, just the stuff I was tagged in the day of. I didn't really post too much after. I think like maybe the day after, but I just like I didn't really feel comfortable posting this week, like personally and everything. So I just taking a break from that. I'll probably post soon. Probably within this like week or something.
Yeah.
But so I ran a half marathon. We're getting into Catchup.
Yes.
Ran a whole fucking 13.1 miles. It was definitely hard. But I trained for it, and honestly the training did really help. It helped me prepare. It was definitely difficult, but it wasn't something that I knew I couldn't do. My time in my head, when I first signed up, it asked you like, what time do you think you could make? And I think I put 2:15, and that was at the beginning of the year. And it was like, okay, this is before I started like practicing running again. And I was like, okay, if I can average a 10-minute mile, because I used to be able to do that. But I'm like, I think my average is like 10 and a half to like 11 and a half. I stay in between there, which isn't horrible, but ended up, so I told myself, I was guesstimating like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I was so scared I wasn't going to be able to like run it in then. Yeah. And I finished in 2 hours and 27 minutes.
Yeah, she did.
So I was like, oh my God, okay, I can't believe I did it.
I'm really proud of you guys.
I know.
All of you guys that ran, like, and
There
I didn't
was a
realize
lot
there
of
were more
us.
people that I knew that also ran. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was at the dermatologist on Friday, and I was like talking about it with my dermatologist, and she's like, oh, I remember you saying that. And the girl who was like the nurse was like, I ran it too. I was like, oh shit, you did.
Wow.
Like a lot of women turned out. They
cool.
said it was around 18,000 women were supposed to be running it. It was huge. There was a lot of controversy. We can get into that with like sneaker news. Circle back. I could talk about that more and like, just your but like in my personal experience, because I do have some negatives, but I also have some positives, and we can just get into that in like a little bit. Also, what else happened during Catchup? I feel like, I don't know, Father's Day happened over the weekend.
Father's Day did happen over this weekend.
I spent it with family.
I was also with family. Yeah, I went back to my parents' house for a little bit. What have I been doing this week? I went to Filipino night at Dodgers a few weeks ago as well. That was fun. All the family. We ended up, I think, we went into overtime that game, and then we ended up winning. I went to this really cool Disney event called the House of Mouse, and they just kind of like displayed a bunch of like new Disney and we're making friends, like collaborations that are about to drop or have dropped in the past.
The bathing suit was so cute.
Oh, the bathing suit was so cute. Oh my God. Put me on a Disney cruise. I swear to God. Anderson .Paak. DJ.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's so cool.
DJ Pee-wee.
Yeah,
that's his, like alter.
That's funny.
ego.
I love when artists do that.
So he DJ'd at. I told you he DJ'd at Coachella, and I had no idea it was him at first. I was like, "What the hell?" But he was lit. Like his DJ sets, I'll give him that.
He's got a good vibe.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
He's like that funk, and
he couldn't play the songs he played at Coachella. At the Disney event, but he's still like, he still did that. I also went to the world premiere of the new Pixar movie called Elio.
Oh my God, so cute! I seen the preview for it when I went to watch Stitch, and I was like, oh my God, him and his little one eye. It's so cute.
It is just like every other Pixar movie. It is very touching. It's always like it's always what is that word? Coming of age.
Yeah.
Like story and stuff. Like it's really
and I love really that cute. He has no eye. Well, because I just like, for me, as soon as I seen it, I was like, a lot of kids don't really get to see kids with disabilities in cartoons.
That is true.
And I think it's really important for that representation and that type of stuff for kids to see, like, like kids with, like you gotta miss an eye.
Honestly, Pixar and Disney have been doing a good job at that.
Yeah, I love that. It's very inclusive, and it's not just like one look. Like, some kids don't have eyes.
There is a meaning to that eye thing in the movie, though.
Now I gotta watch it.
Yeah, now you gotta watch it.
Okay. Wait, is it on Disney Plus or is it in theaters?
It's in theaters.
Oh, okay,
it's in theaters this weekend, I believe.
Cute. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go see it.
Definitely go watch it. Shout out to Marco who invited me to that. That was really fun. And then I went to Topgolf with my homies. I went to the one in Ontario because that's the one that my mom works at. So
okay. We
had a blast.
I ended up going to dinner with my friend that night, and I was literally down the street.
Oh yeah,
from Jen and them, Jen and Pat. So I was like, ended up meeting up with them. The good old Jordan team. Love them.
Shout out to Jen and Pat, who was in town this week.
Always have a good time.
Always have a good time. Always with the questions. Gotta love it.
I love Jen so much. Like, I feel like even though Jen lives in the city, like, we never get to see her except for when, like,
she's also like not like on this side of the city.
Yeah, she
like
definitely isn't.
She's
down that way, and she is a mom, so I know it's hard. So had fun with them, and then we all hung out on Friday night.
And then we did hang out on Friday night. First time at Blind Bar. And when I posted it, everyone was like, "Oh, you went to Blind Bar." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, Blind Barber's the spot. It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know."
Especially coming out of COVID, like with Con, and then we're just starting Close Friends. They were doing it a lot at Blind Barber, and so it was started popping off there. And then they have the one in Culver City, which is really cool.
You were talking about too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
is it also the same idea? Like
it's like a barbershop in front, like bar and back.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and it's always a good time. Like there's always
Why
like good
didn't we
music.
go there?
I know we should.
We should have just gone there next time.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. So
I'm down.
and then I don't know what else I protested on Saturday. That's what I did.
How was that?
It was really fun.
That's crazy to ask like that, but
I know. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little lit.
Sometimes
I was a little lit.
Are fun.
They were definitely
I did it during the Black Lives Matter stuff.
It wasn't, like people weren't out there. There was a lot of people who I'm sure were like a little rowdy and riled up. I wasn't in like the front lines per se. I don't know, lack of a better phrase. Walking by a lot of the military men. I'm not sure if they were like Marines or what they were. I don't know what they're wearing. Sorry. They were just kind of like straight faced, stone cold. That's crazy. I know, like a lot of people were kind of like heckling them and this and like, you should be ashamed. Yeah. And it just kind of like sucked. We were there with Leah, and Leah is a veteran. She served. She was in the Navy, and for her, like seeing that, and she's an immigrant. I don't want to put her business out there, but like, she's talked about she just she felt conflicted in a way, and it just, she's like, they
she's
have
not the only one too.
Yeah. And she's like, they have commands, and I understand that, like, when you sign up for that, like you're signing your life away, essentially. Like you can get in a lot of trouble for not obeying orders. Yeah. And it really, like, I'm sure a lot of those men are conflicted, and I am in no way defending what is going on in the city, because it is fuck ICE over here. It's fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck you.
Fuck this administration. Yeah. I was really proud to be out there with my girls, out there protesting. There was thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Man, I saw that overhead shot that everyone was posting. I said, holy
we were literally
fuck.
In that. Like,
that is so
I have like,
crazy.
I could post, we can post some of the photos. I want to blur out some of the people's faces though. Cause like, I know, like, it's
messy out here.
It is messy out here, but
trying to protect people's privacies.
I wish my writing was better on my sign, but I was still hungover when I made it, and I was like, oh. But
honestly, I was very surprised you went. I didn't know that you were going out the next morning. I was like, oh, she's alive.
I was at Leah's house at 8 a.m. ready to protest. I drank a cut water espresso martini and kept the party going.
I said, oh, shit.
Not gonna lie, I was a little drunk at the protest still. But you know what? I was out there using my voice, and it was really nice to see the community and the city come together. And honestly, it was a predominantly white majority. I swear to God, like me and Nat was like, there are so many white people out here. Like there were so many out there. Like really, like obviously, like all shades of brown, from every corner. But there was a huge crowd of like a huge group, a majority of white people. And it was just like, I have seen so many videos of like the protests across the nation. Like the old people coming out with their signs. Like, it's just because they, like, were fighting for rights in, like, the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, they've been doing this for so long.
And, like, I seen a video of, like, a group home, and they're coming out with all their signs. And, like, I seen one video. I sent the girls, like, I have to show you. I was, like, damn near in tears, because I was like, stop. This is the cutest thing I've ever freaking seen. Like, and it is cute, but it's also, like, it's sad at the same time, because it's, like, the fact that they're still fighting for rights. Dude, it'll be up there.
Okay. It was the No Kings protest.
Yeah.
Along with all the with the little sunflower. Oh.
Like we seen like
That's
we
crazy.
had seen a few people.
Oh, this is in Philadelphia. Oh.
So like I can't. My heart. Look at the old lady behind him. I swear.
Man,
I swear.
Honestly, though, LA comes out. Like, LA shows the fuck out every single time something is happening in this city like that. Absolutely. Especially when this state and this city is like built on Hispanic culture.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
we are definitely close to the border and stuff. We're literally on the border.
Yeah.
But I read somewhere that like I don't think people realize that like California was Mexico at one point.
A lot of people don't know their history,
Yeah.
and like America did purchase California from
Mexico.
But like even Mexico is also like colonized, because of the Spaniards. So I get it, but yeah, like honestly, like it just so happenstance. Like I'm Kuya. I'm from Morongo. My only difference is that like there's an imaginary border that put me a couple 100 miles above it, and I'm not considered Mexican. I'm Native American.
Yeah.
Otherwise, had I been an indigenous person below that border, I would have been Mexican. Yeah, I would have been like, that's literally the only thing. Like they are indigenous people, so. Yeah, it's been crazy out here. But LA is not on fire for those who are not out here.
Is not on fire.
There was like
There
literally
was a fire though somewhere.
I think
There was
somebody.
one in Burbank.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was
But,
like
it wasn't.
not,
It wasn't like how the fires were. Okay.
and it wasn't protest related. The propaganda and the lies coming from the news and the administration of like downtown being like a war zone was really crazy, because it was
watch
like
out to what news outlets you're
Yeah.
where you're getting your news
like
from.
I was like, I was kind of arguing with people on Threads, and there was this one guy, I don't know, I was just like, I said something about like one of the news things, and I was like, this fool is like just blatantly lying, like lie after lie, and someone was like, you want us to like believe that like what the violence and this and that on TV. I was like, sir, I literally just drove through downtown on the 101. It's not like that. And he's like, proof. And I sent him the video I took, because I like literally took a video. I drove through the 101. The others, I was going north. South was shut down. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was like from corner to corner, hundreds of people with signs and just cheering. And like everyone was driving through slow, honking their horns. Like I was like, it's literally not a riot out here. It's people just like using their goddamn voices, So yeah.
And because they were protesting everywhere on Saturday, so it wasn't just out here. So
the Saturday protests were absolutely insane, but also amazing. But unfortunately, there's more work to be done.
doesn't stop.
On top of that, it's been a little awkward for Dodger Stadium.
It definitely has. It's been awkward being a Dodgers fan
It is.
going to games.
I'm very
and shit.
heartbroken and sad right now about it, because they have not spoken up for the community that supports them the most.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of things. Friday night, I was actually at the game Friday night. I was indifferent about going then as well. I didn't even wear Dodger gear. I wore like an undefeated baseball jersey that looked kind of like Dodgery, but so I ended up leaving early to go meet you guys because I didn't want to get caught in traffic. And I don't know if you've seen the video of the lady who pulled out a sign that said like the ice with the slash through it. She was like,
I've seen a bunch of. It's specific.
This
to
was at Dodger
Dodgers?
Stadium,
Okay,
like
no, I didn't
during
see
the
that.
game.
Oh,
and like
no, I didn't
the
see that.
camera panned to her in the crowd, and she pulled it out. And the security came up and grabbed her, and everyone's like, they kicked her out. So this happened like right after I left, towards the end, I guess, because Ari had seen it, my cousin, and she's like, they didn't kick her out. Like she was back on the field like later during the drone show, but she was like, yeah, they like when the camera cut to her, it was like, oh, they like cut it quick.
Did you see that video of the girl who sang the national anthem
In
Spanish when they told her no? Oh my god! I saw her video afterwards. Like,
good
chills.
for her though.
I was
Like,
oh
good
my
for
god,
her.
hell yeah, good for her. What the fuck? Just because if they're not gonna say anything, clearly everyone else will.
Yeah.
But also they definitely need to say something.
And then I also I seen Maria make a statement on the news. Maria Valenzuela, like Valenzuela's daughter, and he's a huge part of the Dodgers history organization and everything, and they wear that 34 on their goddamn jerseys every freaking game. And for him, he was an immigrant, so it's like, how can one of your biggest players at like throughout history and you're not even gonna stand up for that? Like I think so. I seen Maria made that statement on the news. She didn't say that, I said that, but I forgot what she said verbatim. Anyways, I'm just going on and on. I'm sorry.
But you also said that Shohei's pitching tonight. You're like to distract us.
Yeah, so Dodgers are playing Padres last week, and so now and that was in San Diego. So now Padres are here in LA, and they're starting the games against them today. Yeah. And now they're like, we're starting Shohei. Keep in mind, like, they were supposed to be starting Shohei to pitch for like a few more weeks or something like that. I think I read something like people were saying he wasn't supposed to start pitching until after All-Star. So it's like, what are you trying to do here? I think obviously everyone wants to go to tonight's game to watch Shohei pitch for the first fucking time. Like,
but you haven't said anything.
Yeah,
so
it's a fucked up tactic.
Well, I'm also going on Thursday for. I'm going on Thursday for Black Heritage Day for Juneteenth because I really want that Mookie jersey. Also, I'm going again for One Piece night. Like,
I know.
In a few weeks. This is too much Dodgers. Like, I usually only go for Filipino night, and all of a sudden now I'm going to all these Dodger games, and all this shit is happening. I'm like, great.
I'm just like, am I just not going to go to another game for the rest of the season?
Say something, shit.
Oh, please don't make me hate you. But I will say I commend Kike Hernandez because he was the first Dodger to speak out.
Oh, he were born and raised.
Mm-hmm. And he did a whole thing. He said, I may not be born and raised here, but Los Angeles has welcomed me. He's Puerto Rican, and he's, with a whole thing about how he does not like it. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but fuck ICE and all that. He didn't say that, but I'm sure he wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wanted to.
Like,
it absolutely is. But, let's get into sneakers. We don't want to. Yeah, we know that this podcast is sneaker based, and we don't want it to just be depressing. But for everyone wondering, we are safe out here in LA.
Yeah, we are. We're good.
But pickups, we ended up getting a special package from our good friend Corey over at Circulate.
Did a little collab with Nike LA. Cute little shirt. And we got some Air Maxes with them too. That was quite the surprise.
And the shoes to match. I know. Yeah. I got the Mandarin.
And I got the
95s.
I got the pink 97s, 95s. What did Henny get? Did you get the
I think she got the pinks. Yeah, the foams. Cool. Yeah, you guys both got the pink foams. But I already had them, so they sent me the orange ones, which are gorgeous. I can't wait to wear them. Because I was like, I wanted them, but I was like, I don't need to buy them. I've gotten.
I know. Also,
the last
the prices are expensive.
The tariffs.
The tariffs, girl. Tariffs.
Bitch, Hotmart prices went up.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm dead ass. Okay, so those little Demus that I like, on all the things, like even the Labubu's gone up like $5 something. Because they were 25, they're like 30 now. But those Demu, those Mickey ones, the Disney's, they were $42, which is already expensive. For a blind box. So they like with tax and everything, it would come to just under 50. I was on Pop Now the other day. Why is it retail 50 before tax and shipping?
Oh, hell no.
It went up $8.
Oh my God.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Hotmart tariff. Hotmart tariff.
I actually was trying to buy some stuff on Shein because I need to get some of my cosplays together. They put something up here too about like the tariffs going up and everything. I was like, God damn it. I don't think these things are cheap anyways, but damn.
But it's just like annoying. Yeah, we're seeing it in all the corners, like the price raise and...
all right, do you want to get into a little after?
Yeah, I want to talk about the after dark. Sorry, I feel like I've been talking a lot. I'll try to keep it short but long. So the race was amazing. Mm-hmm. The experience, being out there, seeing the city come out, seeing the streets line up with people was absolutely awesome. It was a women's race. Oh, actually, in the corral, I was in Corral D. I was like in between C and D because there was so many girls. Those corrals were packed down. And so, you go in waves of so not everyone's going at once. And there was this guy in the crowd with his girlfriends. I'm not going to assume his sexuality, but so he looked all cute and everything. And he was like kind of looking at me, and I was like, and I was in there by myself because like P was in a different corral. Leah was in the front. So I was just like sitting there getting anxious, waiting by myself. He's like, do you have a podcast? And I was like, I do. So shout out you. I didn't get your name, but hey. But yeah, he was out there running. It was like, I think with a few girls. It was really cute. There was, I think, like a 8-month pregnant woman in the front I heard about, and her husband ran with her. So there were a few men on the course.
I saw a dog too.
Really? Okay.
Yes. When I was waiting for you guys, I was like, There's a dog here.
Dog
what?
here. That's crazy. I wonder if it was like a
13 miles. Oh Lord.
What you call it, dog? Like a service. I wonder if it was like a service.
Oh, I didn't really look like.
I feel like they wouldn't have like had a
it.
dog out there otherwise.
I don't know when the dog popped up, but yeah.
Yeah. But
I did hear a lot of controversy about
there
it.
There definitely was. So like this is my experience. You know, Leah trained. Like, me and Leah trained together for, like, several months, but she was also, like, you know, she got picked up by Nike and was doing all this stuff with Nike, which is really amazing. Love that experience for her. But I guess, like, you know, there was, like, a whole VIP thing for, like, certain runners.
For Nike runners.
And it just made it weird because, like, me and my friend trained together for so long. And then when we get there, as soon as we, like, park, she walks into this spot, and I'm like, I have to walk over here and, like, find my way. And I was like, oh, shit. So, like, I didn't get to see her the entire time till we were leaving. And it was kind of like a bummer because it was like, we did it together. Yeah. We started this together, and it was kind of like, what the, and I was kind of out there by myself after that, you know, and like, she was with the group in the front, and like, once I got into the stadium, there was bag drop. The bag drop lines were like 45 minutes long for us to drop our bags off. If I knew it was going to be like that, I would have literally, I don't know why I didn't think about it. I would have just gave my bag to my mom and picked it up from her at the end. Like, I don't know what the fuck. So the bag drop lines were forever long. I found Paulina as soon as I got inside. So I was like, okay, cool. Linked up with her. The bathroom lines were insane because it was all porta potties per usual.
Oh, God, no.
There wasn't really like any snacks out there. Like, okay, somebody came by and was like, I said something about Gatorade. I was like, oh, cool, let me get one. I'll put it in my bag for afterwards. And then it was SoFi. They were charging. I was like, I'm not paying that. So then, like, there wasn't, like, I think they had, like, a pre-thing over by the front of the stage, but, like, there were so many girls dropping bags, trying to get their shit together, trying to go to the bathroom, doing this, doing that, that, like, it was hard to, like, do anything before. So then it was, like, I think at 6 o'clock, a lot of us went over to the crowds to line up because, like, the lineup was around, like, 5:50. It was supposed to be, and, like, the race was supposed to start at 6:30. So I get over to the crowds just after 6. I split off from, like, P and everyone.
Fritz. Oh,
come here, Bubba.
Camera. Fritz.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you. So please quit acting up. I know you need a haircut. So yeah, so I get, you know, I get into the crowds, but like I'm probably standing there for 45 minutes waiting to start. Oh, wow. I got there by like 6:15. I don't know if they were like, I heard it was because the bag drop lines were long, you know, so they were waiting for more girls. Yeah. And then also, you know, the protest really started up.
Yes, they did start that night. Or that night.
They kind of started like Friday a little bit, but they got really bad Saturday. Yeah. And that's when like this was the day after.
So many streets were blocked off.
So many streets were blocked off. ICE was running around Inglewood. Like it was really crazy. So it's like I didn't even know this was going on as the race was starting because I was just like my phone's on 30%. Oh, yeah, God damn it. Me and my battery just doesn't last. I need a new phone because my battery is like pisses me off. But so I had my phone on like DND the whole, like during most of the race and didn't really record too much like during, plus because it was in my vest, I was sweating so much that like my screen was just like foggy and I couldn't even wipe it because everything's wet. Everything's wet. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
But you know what? My makeup looked good. I did like a light beat. It still looked good. I look okay in my photos, but I also am like not looking at the cameras because I'm so focused. Like how when you were recording.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put the video right here.
I was like I was so locked in.
And I caught both of them at the end, like they're on their last mile.
Yeah, literally. So I was like that was the push. Like I think like mile 8 was really hard for me. Like I started to get a side cramp. I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm starting to get tired. Like she's like, it's okay, but it was really cool. I took a few shots on the road. Somebody had a Grand Malo bottle. I was running by and like I don't know if it's from Randy's Donuts or where, but somebody had a thing and I was like, what is that? It was a donut. It was so good. Thank you for the donuts. Yeah, it was really cool seeing some people out on the course, seeing so Easy funny. And all that.
Yeah, I texted when I got, because I went to the forum, And I texted him and I was like, "Are you here at the race?" And he said, "Yeah," but like he was like further.
Down.
Yeah,
he was like halfway.
I was like, oh, "Okay, you already saw them." And I thought about that too. I was like, "Why didn't I just like go halfway?" Because I still had to wait for you guys to get.
I know. So it was like, that's why I kind of felt bad with my mom too. I was like, I'm gonna. She's seen me in the beginning, and then like she was there at the end, and that was the best. I'm so glad my mom got to be there. But I'm trying to wrap it up. So, but the thing was like after I got back, my phone was obviously going to die. So I'm like, I need to get my backpack. I ended up getting in the wrong bag line like a dummy because I'm not paying attention. And like, you're supposed to go back to the line you originally got your bag from. Oh, so I was like, oh, fuck. So I went and then the lady like let me get my bag. So I was like, I'm so sorry. Like my phone's about to die. So I go to get my charger. It's the wrong fucking cord.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God. I'm texting Nat and Alyssa because they were there. They volunteered. And I'm like, my phone's about to die, guys. Like, I don't, like, I'm trying to da-da-da-da-da. I'm like getting like all like anxious. There's a lot going on. I just ran 13 miles by myself. My toenail hurts. I get in another like wrong line because it's like red wristbands only. And I had like a gray one. And I was like, but it was like, went the same way. And the guy wouldn't let me through. And I was like, seriously? Like, I was so upset. I was like, I just ran 13 miles. You're going to make me walk around this whole thing. So I was like, what the fuck ever? Because this was SoFi staff at this point.
Yeah.
See, I go inside. I'm looking for Nat and Alyssa. Leah's like, get slides. They have slides. So I see a thing and it's like 7 and 8. And I'm like, are these the only sizes you have? And the guy's like, oh, what size are you? And I'm like, I'm like an 8.5, like 9, depending. So he's like, let me ask. And he goes and says something. He's like, oh, they're down on the floor. Like, go down there. They'll have more sizes. And I was just like, well, if I don't have floor access, will they let me? He's like, yeah. Just tell them they don't have your slides up here, something. I make my way down. I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh my God, my phone's on 2%. I'm trying to find Nat and Alyssa. Because like Leah's my ride at the same time. I'm like, I'm just going to have to walk back to the car and wait for Leah if my phone dies. And so I'm like finally found like the escalator go to the floor. And I'm like, oh, is this where the slides are at? Dead ass, the girl at SoFi looks at me and she's like, not for you. And I was like, on the verge of tears. I was literally like,
that's so fucking rude.
I was like, and I know
you ran fucking 13 miles.
Like, I was like, oh my God, like I understand I don't have a floor wristband. Keep in mind, like when the lady at pickup asked, she was like, in my head I wanted floor the whole time, but I was like, I might be tired. I want to sit down. So but like, I wish she would have told me like, if you have floor access, you have access to the seats. She didn't fucking tell me that. And I know it was kind of confusing on that part. The floor wasn't even packed. Like the girl could have just let me fucking down there or whatever.
Especially if you were just getting slides, wouldn't let you just stay down there.
I wasn't trying to stay down there because my legs were tired. So I like literally just went up. I was trying to find Nat and Alyssa. I finally found them and I was like, oh my God, you guys, like my phone's about to die. Like I'm a little overstimulated. And that was just kind of like my after experience. It wasn't like awful, but it was kind of just like, in the meantime, like the people in VIP, like Leah got bags. She had like salmon, got a massage, got her slides, had front row to the concert. And I'm shocked. So like, do you see like
the difference in an experience? Yeah.
And it was kind of like, it just like, that kind of sucked, but it also was like, I'm absolutely not trying to take away from that experience. Like, I'm so happy. Like one of my, Leah's like one of my close ass friends. Like I was like, I'm so happy she got to do that. And that whole thing with Nike was amazing.
Same,
like they really took care of her.
Yeah.
That whole group of girls, like, you know, I went to some of the workouts with them. Like all the stuff they got to do was really, really cool. So I see why, but it also like just felt really weird.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. And it like, I know there was other girls that kind of felt like that too. Like, oh, like there's VIP for a half marathon. Like,
well, would you do it again?
I would.
Really? A half?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like a lot of people are saying like the course was really hard because of the hill. It was like hilly, which is why I think I'm losing a toenail. Because I think like even though I did practice hills here and there, it was like, I think the coming down, because my shoes are roomy enough. I never had issues with my shoes the entire 3.5 months I was training. So I think like it was, so when at the end in the group chat, I forgot, I don't know, somebody was like, how do your legs? So I was like, my toes hurt. I was like, my toe hurts, but I'll survive.
Oh my God. Well, I'm really proud of you guys you, P, Leah. Denise ran too.
Denise, she's a runner.
Yeah, she is a runner. She's
Monica popped out randomly with no training.
I didn't even see that. What the hell?
I didn't see her there or anything, but she posted a thing like afterwards, and I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so.
No, I'm really proud of you guys because I I wouldn't even dare try to do a half marathon.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
crazy.
I can't believe I did
Y'all
it,
some
but-
badass bitches, because I couldn't. But y'all got
Yeah.
it. Y'all got it.
But in other news, our other unofficial, official hasn't been on, but he's a co-star, part of the Sneaky League pod.
Right? Yeah.
Brendan Dunn has left Dune.
Complex.
Dunn. I do it every time.
You do.
Has left Complex.
Complex.
Like, wow. I wonder. He said something about next job, so I'm really curious to see what.
And he posted something today that's something about Safeway, and I was like, is he important?
Girl, is he with the brand?
Is he with the brand now?
You know who would know? Henny.
Oh, I was gonna say Shoe Hefner 5.
Oh, Shoe Hefner 5 would probably know too, but he don't
knows
fuck
too.
with us.
Yeah, no, he don't.
He didn't bring me a goddamn pancake.
From Japan.
I haven't forgotten.
That's interesting. I wonder if they're still going to. I feel like he's still probably going to like freelance for them in some way, shape, or form. Like obviously, still work with them in some capacity.
Yeah.
But he's just not like there anymore. So I really wonder what they're going to do with the podcast.
Yeah.
And if they've said anything. I haven't watched their latest episode, so I don't know if they.
Same. I was gonna turn it on today, and I didn't get a chance.
What they're gonna do?
I'm really curious too, because I think it comes at a time, like if you have been watching the Complex Sneakers podcast with Joe, Welty, and Brendan, they were like in the middle of like office changes in the last like month and like little things like that, and I'm like, I'm wondering if this is
because of that.
Related.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who knows?
Guess
Who
we'll
knows?
find
Maybe something was presented, and it's time.
He said he was
called
there
growth.
He said he was there for 11 years.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I've never stayed at a job. I was at MAG for like, I think almost 5 years.
Yeah.
And even then I was actually trying to leave earlier than that, but I told myself I wasn't going to leave unless I knew what my next step was going to be. But I knew I needed to get out of there before that, but that's crazy. 11 years.
Yeah.
That's
Well, good luck to you and on
Good
your
luck,
next
Brendan.
adventure and all that. Or venture, not adventure.
Yeah, that too. Come on the pod, talk about it.
Come on the pod.
Come on now. This Labubu stuff that's been going around lately. Y'all need to wrap that shit up. Okay?
I'm like, is
This
the trend
is crazy.
gonna start dying down, or is it just getting started?
It needs
because
to die down. I think it is dying down.
I feel like it is a little bit too, just because it's too much. It got too popular too quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. I feel like let me get my words together. I feel like it got overhyped in the last 4 months.
Yes.
I feel like prior to that, it was still kind of
This was so clean.
cool and fun, and it's when people get this mentality of like, same thing with freaking sneakers after like, it hit its peak and everyone was reselling and getting shoes, and it was like
But then everyone gets access to it. Like I went to Frank and Sons a few weeks ago, and literally almost every booth had Labubus.
I mean, Syndicate has Labubus.
Yeah,
like
Syndicate was like reselling Labubu. Like I think when stuff happens like that and it becomes too accessible, that's when it really starts like dying down.
The thing for me is like something like that, I'm not paying resale for. Absolutely not. I've had several people ask me like, where'd you get your Labubus and da-da-da-da, because I started getting them like at the end of last year, I want to say like December-ish or whatever, because I had known about them. I have homegirls and homeboys in the LGBT qua community that were already on the boo-boo trend that I was seeing.
Facts.
And like the little, I love the charms. Like I always like the little, I've been buying little bag things for a while now. So,
and because it's been like bag charms were already popular, especially in Japan.
Especially, that's like a thing. Like if you look up like the whole like how they decorate their bags and like put their it's their persona, it's their uniqueness, it's. Yeah, so, and I love that. They have all that type of stuff over Japan. So every time I go, I'll come back with keychains and charms, and I love it. And I think I love the Labubu stuff, but I think it is a little ridiculous. I think people buying cases, I think the reselling of it is annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but like I've seen so many posts of the one who does the boxes at Pawn Shop Moon. He had posted it. I guess his kid finally asked him for one, and he's like, "How the hell do I get one of these?" He like went somewhere. They were trying to charge like $100 or something, like $80 for. I was like, "There's no reason you should be paying this much for resale for a fucking little toy keychain." Like they were $25, $30 retail now. But I was like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I've had friends ask, and I'm like, don't pay resale. I was like, it's like sneakers. It's hard to get. Like but
you can find. Yeah,
everyone I've gotten through Pop Mart. I have not bought one resale. This one, a homegirl sent me one. Actually, she sent me two, and then I gave one to the homegirl because I was like, oh, I have this color. And I gave one to Tiana because I got an extra. Yeah. But like if I'm on Pop Mart or Pop Now, like I'll try to get one. Oh, what did I get? What color? If it's a duplicate, okay, I'll get rid of it. But like I don't need every single one. I don't want every single one. I don't the
only thing that I got into were the one-piece ones that they did.
Yeah. Pop Mart has some cute stuff though.
Like they do, yeah. I have like Pixar and like Disney figurines from them, some Harry Potter ones too. Like they have more than just the Labubus.
I love those little Disney Demus. And then I just got these little Hachi Poo-Poos that are so cute. This one is like the constellations. I was hoping for Aquarius, but I got Aries and oh my God, I forgot the Virgo, I think. So I was like, that's not my sign, so I'm just gonna give them away. One of them is kind of cute.
Franny's an Aries. Maybe he'll want that.
Wait, I think I'm giving the Aries to Alyssa.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, she's Aries.
That's fine, yeah.
Does anyone have one a Virgo?
No.
But yeah, I have like actually like a few like little. Anyways, the Labubu stuff is crazy because they had the fashion show.
That fashion show in New York. Oh God.
And then I did screenshot like there was some type of auction for somebody. Let me get the name correct.
An auction of someone auctioning off a Labubu?
Yeah, but it was like right here.
Oh, that's
this is Jupiter to auction Sakai 17 featuring 13 Labubus in a Sakai Carhartt whip outfit. This was I screenshotted this on June 9th, and the current bid for this one was $1,400, which surprisingly isn't even I don't like that Vans.
I hate people,
what is itching him? That Vans Labubu I think is $6,000 on StockX.
Oh my God. That is insane.
That is insane. But this is what happens, it's like stuff like this, the bubble eventually pops and it goes down
and it's gonna fall real. Like I don't think they're gonna make it to the end of the year.
Yeah, it's really annoying because like everyone I'm trying to get stuff on Pop Mart and I can't. But also I had put this in the news. Jound is doing another very plain ASIC.
Honestly, I really do feel like all his shoes are plain.
They definitely are. Those one ASICs I have literally right over there.
Yeah.
And I love the simplicity of it. And it's like, oh, this is a cute collab. But like at the same time, like, are we tired of the minimal collab? Like,
honestly, I'd be like, from them or him, like you expect it.
You do. It's like kind of like the niche thing now for them.
Yeah. But like when I look at collabs, I want them to be different than a GR. Like,
I agree.
You get this opportunity to collab with which brand, like you should use it and just go off the rocker. Because like one, who knows when you're going to get the opportunity again, whatever contract you sign, yada, yada, yada. But like, I really feel like you should just do whatever you can that's out of the box of what they normally do on that silhouette or whatever, Yeah. But for them, it's like that's what they've already been doing. Yeah. So it really doesn't.
I feel like we've seen this with like I can't even think off the top of my head, but I know there's been like plenty of shoes along the way that like people will literally just slap their name on the side and it's like a GR color that we've already gotten. Like there are some that are very cool that like that color is specific to that collab, but yeah, I agree. I know we said we're tired of collabs, but like literally give us something else. Please. But I think it's funny that the caption is literally you'll either love or hate their next ASIC.
That's funny.
But yeah, I feel like these type of shoes, like the meme going around of like the people at the party and it was the guy like they don't know I'm wearing
in the corner.
Yeah, that's what the Jound is. Like they don't know I'm wearing Jounds. Like that's what it is.
That's funny.
That's what it reminds me of.
You put Nike's entering their loafer
their
loafer era.
I did see
it does feel like loafers are
super popular
right now in this moment. Yes.
Oh,
they're women's too.
Oh shit, yeah.
A woman Air Max
Phenomena? SWDC.
I don't know what that part means, but looks like it's a woman's shoe.
Yeah.
And it's an Air Max.
I don't like the black on black. I feel like they could
hate it.
This because you know what it is like. I know like shoes. A black. What was this the loafer? What was the shoe you had seen that I sent in the thing?
Oh,
that was different.
It was like there wasn't a back to it.
That looks like a mule.
Yes.
That one looks better than this one because this one looks like from the side. It's still too much sneaker. And I know that this looks like.
I think it's a 95.
I think it's just the black on black. I think if they had a different color or broke this up or.
I really do hate black.
I don't know if it's the material.
I need to see it in a different color.
Yeah, like there's something about this I'm not.
I like the top though.
Yeah,
I like
the top.
Swoosh on the band. Oh.
I just don't like this part.
Yeah. The sole. Oh man, I'm curious to see what else.
Yeah, I want to see someone wear these, but I know people who can dress will wear these. Very
hell
well.
yeah.
So.
Especially that mule one that I saw that you sent, and then with
I
the
want to look at the
and with the Brooklyn lows. I like the way that they're heading in that sense.
I agree. Oh,
they're really nice.
Oh, those are the
But when did we send it? I can't remember. Oh.
I just said that too. Oh yeah, and Labubu even showed up to the ICE protest.
I was.
I had seen that too. I kind of want to
get into the Urban Necessities stuff.
I'm down.
Because how did it start? Oh, Corgi
posted
and
you know, Corgi. I feel like Corgi don't be posting. Corgi love to be messy.
He be knowing shit.
Oh, he absolutely be knowing
funny. So it came out that
I knew he was gonna delete it. That's why I screenshotted that shit.
Okay, good shit. Oh wait, no, it's right there.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh, okay. So I guess Urban Necessities is what was the word? Not filing for bankruptcy, but like they haven't been paying out their consigners, and they're basically going downhill. But everyone has been tagging a JC and a bunch of stuff, or just like putting his name out there. He has not been part of Urban Necessities for the past few years.
Yeah, I remember.
So
you had told us that because you had a conversation with him.
So I also really want to get him on the pod. So yeah, he hasn't been part of the brand for a few while now, which is why you don't see him in any of the content anymore at all. Which we had talked about before
we did, yes, we absolutely did.
So it seems like all of their stores are closing and stuff. I also feel like consignment is not what it used to be either.
Oh, it is.
It is definitely very much buying direct, which is a better business plan at the moment, you know. But consignment was a really big thing. Obviously, when I was working at MAG, we were big on consignment. And just like every other consignment store, like there's been issues with paying out consigners all the time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have all this money, and obviously you don't get paid out until the shoe actually sells.
Yeah.
And sometimes the money coming in, it also has to get taken out. So it's like you're not really getting much money back in between that because you don't have a lot that's fluctuating.
Yeah.
And especially if you're only taking like a 10, 15, 20 cut from however much the shoe is, you know. So consignment's a whole nother beast. But yeah.
I know.
Urban Necessity used to be one of the bigger stores because of JC though too.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's also shit always gets funky once investors start coming in, and I've seen that across all. You've seen it all the time at a bunch of different resale shops. Regardless, once investors come in, either shit goes up or shit hits the fan real quick.
Yeah, I mean I think this is also just falling under the umbrella of us just seeing so many stores in general closing because of prices, you know, up on shoes, accessibility, sneakers. People are not wanting sneakers the way they were like a few years ago.
Prices are just not the same. Releases aren't the same, especially now with like tariffs. Resale prices are going to go, or retail prices are going to go up, which means some resale prices might go up depending on the shoe, or they might just fall flat. So
yeah. So this is on soulretriever.com. I'm just going to read this. This was posted June 13th, 2025 by Nicholas Valajos. It says, quick facts at the top. Urban Necessities is facing allegations of not paying co-signees. Users on social media are claiming that the company is not responding to their emails and messages. Some have claimed that they had to wait months before receiving money for products that sold. As of now, Urban Necessities has not provided a comment on allegations. If you're one of these individuals impacted, feel free to reach out. You can find this on Soul Retriever. But yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That happened to Band LA too.
Dang.
Same shit happened.
Yeah.
That was on Melrose. So should be happening, man.
I mean, do you feel like it became too much? Like the amount of sneaker stores, the amount of consignment shops.
Oh, you know damn well that.
Yeah, I absolutely
pre-Penny, like when I was still working at MAG, like 2016, 17, 18, like there were so many fucking consignment shops, resale shops opening everywhere, specifically on Fairfax and Melrose.
Oh, it was a mess.
Why?
After round two,
Cool Kicks, Band opened up, Soul Stage. Mag was there for a little bit.
What was that bunk bed spot?
Oh God, I worked there for like 2
that's what I'm saying. Like it was like shit just started like popping open and closing.
Cookies. I still don't understand that.
And then there was a surplus of fake shoes circulating through that whole thing because it was too much. Yeah, too much. Even the goddamn mall resale shops.
Mag was in a mall.
But Mag is different. I feel like if it's like the random resale shop that pops up in a mall that you've never heard of, that some fucking trap dudes are opening their 5th store in 1 year. I think it's just like,
and the Urban in Delamo now.
Yeah, the Urban in Delamo, and then they were also doing the customization with shoe surgeon. And then he dealt with the whole thing with Nike earlier this year. Been a lot of controversy, like coming off the bubble of the hype of sneakers. And it's like a different hype because there's certain shoes that are still hitting, but
it's not the same. I mean, I give it up to, I mean, obviously like OGs, Flight Club, Riff LA, like
absolutely
the fact that they've stood the test of time. They've stood the test of times from the fluctuation of the resale market, the way the sneaker community and industry has been up and down for all these years. On top of, because they're in LA and it's such a big city, and all the protests and all the riots that we've had in the past few years too, like Flight Club got fucked up during the Black Lives Matter stuff. So did Riff.
Riff did. Round 2 got really fucked up. I don't think round 2 recovered from that.
Yeah, I definitely did not. And just the fact that Riff and Flight Club are still like here and still like a part of like the LA sneaker scene.
Absolutely.
Like,
they're still like a staple. Like both of those spots are. Like I think when people ask like what should I hit up, like I will instantly say like, oh, you gotta go to Riff.
Yeah.
Little Tokyo. Syndicate, absolutely.
Syndicate,
they're still pretty fresh, like 4 years.
But they also come from Riff from round two, like all these places.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like,
and I think like they
understand it.
They know the community. They know the business. They've worked at all tiers of the business, and they know it very well. And I think that Syndicate, I feel like I'm hoping Syndicate will be around for a while.
I think they will.
I really, really hope
their community is just as big as like Riffs.
It really is. People be coming out
clubs.
like for sure
during like Flight Club and like Riffs like Prime. Like I think that's where Syndicate's at right now.
I
like,
agree.
They're working towards that. And they have their little run clubs too.
They
you
do.
know?
I need to come out with the boys.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they're good. Urban Necessities though, no.
Urban Necessities.
Yeah, they should have honestly.
Them prices.
They honestly should have stayed in just in
Vegas. I agree.
Yeah.
I think like it was because there's not too many resale shops out there already, you know, like
Mag was in Vegas for a little bit too. That's when I was there all the
I feel like
time.
the Urban Necessities in Vegas makes sense, especially when you have a lot of people coming to spend money in Vegas, a lot of people who are dumb and don't realize they're spending money in Vegas, a lot of celebrities come through.
Yeah,
you know, people travel, like people who don't normally travel will travel to Vegas. And it's like a lot of people who don't have access to these type of stores in their small rural cities will have access to that in places like Vegas. Like I know for me too, like I like to shop and I'm like, oh, what do they have at these stores in Vegas that they don't have back home?
Exactly. But yeah, you did say their prices. Their prices are fucking ridiculous. They're like Flight Club prices.
Worse.
Like, y'all were big insane.
Yeah, but the thing is, people don't have access to those things.
So they're going to pay that price.
Yeah, like
because of accessibility.
I know, like one of the times out there, like a few years ago, I forgot what pair Damien got from Urban, and it was like pricey, but he was like, "This is like," it was like more of a rare shoe, and he's like, "This is an old shoe. It's like I can't get this in my size. It's hard to find." And he's like, "I don't want to fucking spend this price," but he was like, "I don't know where else I'm gonna get this shoe." Yeah. So I understand certain things like that, but if you're spending a couple $1,000 on a shoe that released a month ago, like, out of your mind,
you're crazy. Well, a few other things that are coming up this week are the Grape 5s are coming back.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people seem excited for the Grape 5s to come back.
It's
I feel like 5s are having a moment.
Shoe Hefner 5, get on your shit. And the Pink Awake.
Are they dropping this week? Or
I don't know if they're dropping this.
They just dropped the first official teaser.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been seeing the shoes online for a while now. But I don't know. Do they have an official release date? I like them, but I just don't know. Do I need them is how I feel. But I think the pink is gorgeous. I just don't know if I need them. So, and I'm not, like, it has an NY on the back. I'm from LA. Well, I'm not even from LA. I live in LA.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness. What else?
What else is dropping? That's it.
I think so. Grape 5s.
Yeah. I feel like that's all I really remember seeing dropping anyway. So.
Oh, you know what actually I was going to talk about? I forgot to put on here. John Morant has several Nike Air Force One collaborations dropping soon.
Oh.
I'm not.
Another Swarovski.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
It's all black. I'm very mad at it. Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, it's cute. I like the subtle hints of the Swarovskis.
On the swoosh.
There's this black with the yellow.
You know what? Those Kobe Air Forces. Did you see pictures of those?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We haven't talked about those, huh?
We didn't talk about those with the 8 on the back.
So
those
nice.
Are really nice.
So nice. So nice. That's like the best Air Force I've seen in a while.
No, seriously. I would love to see
how many
the
weeks
quality.
Ago was that? Yeah.
Dang,
I want to see those in hand.
I would love to see those in hand.
And I'm not typically a girly pop that goes for like the Air Force Ones all the time.
Yeah. I'm not even a big Kobe fan. Oh, wait, go up a little bit. Right there. Right next to it.
Yeah. The detail on these, the color. Oh, yeah.
Nice, real nice.
These are really, really nice. I think.
Now that's how you do an Air Force One.
Yes.
Okay.
Nike, the Kobe Nike Air Force One. Froby? I'm dead
because
like
the
fro.
Force. Oh, fro.
I thought it was fro.
Okay.
It had his little hair in the middle, but I think it is the four. The Air Force and the Kobe.
I think it is his fro though too.
But it has his hair in the picture, so.
See, yeah. Oh, they already dropped it in Europe. Oh, okay.
The release date is June 24th. Already dropped in Europe. Yeah, these are really nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
City about to go crazy for those.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. What are these? Oh.
I have no idea.
Well, what the hell? I feel like I've been out of the loop.
I know, just a lot going on. Oh, real quick. I guess release dates have been going out for the new Air Max 1000s.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically the ones that I took a picture of during Air Max Day or Air Max Month, the oatmeals.
Yeah.
Like for the few days my picture was circulating
Everywhere.
every fucking where. I was like, did you guys not see this when I posted it in March?
Yeah.
And also, like, were y'all just saving it until then? Like, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't know why all of a sudden my picture is like floating everywhere, but really cool. It hit like all the major blogs.
Yeah,
so
it was everywhere. That was the main photo.
Yeah,
that was the main photo for that.
It's supposed to be coming out in summer, and I think it's retailing at like 2 something.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Have you worn them? That wasn't your size, huh?
Yeah, it's a size 7.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So they're a little bit big, but I could probably make it work, you know?
Yeah.
But I really like that color, though. And I like that color more than the red pair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like the oatmeal better than the red,
like
too. Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. Let me see. Was there anything on Complex I wanted to...
ComplexCon tickets went on sale this week, too.
They absolutely have.
We are free.
If anyone wants
so
to send us to Complex.
Yeah. I feel like I've already talked about this, but I'm going to sprinkle some more because I would really love us to have a panel or activate
absolutely
in some way where we can like talk on a stage for ComplexCon this year. So if anyone wants to do something with us, if you know who we can talk to at Complex to make something happen, make something shake, we're very open to that. Email us.
Yes.
sneakinglinkpod@gmail.com.
Complex Sneakers Podcast if you want.
We can go 3 for 3. Well,
well, they only got 2 now.
Oh, shit. Well, you know.
Well, you know what? Henny not here, so
it could be us 4 and then Brandon and Henny.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be fucking funny.
That is so funny.
Shit.
I'm dead.
Oh, my back.
What else?
That's it. Nothing much has really been happening.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. We can get ready to wrap it up. But this was an interesting tunnel fit for me. This is for the WNBA, obviously NBA's season. I think it's like in the final like.
Yeah, because All-Stars.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, WNBA tunnel arrivals. This was 10 hours ago. Please forgive me because I don't know this girl's name exactly, and they didn't tag her. But like, this looks like a lingerie party outfit. This
very questionable, but
I don't want to. I'm not saying she looks bad. She looks great.
Yeah,
but it's just
you're about to go play.
This is your tunnel fit. Like I don't know. It just feels like an interesting choice for a tunnel fit.
Very interesting.
I was dead at the post I sent off of Twitter of Angel Reese, that one I sent you and Henny, and she was like flicking up in the tunnel, and they're like, all this for you to like
to lose
it, like drop like 3 points and blah 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 blah. Like
damn. She could just look good in her tunnel fit.
But the conversation was had. Like I had seen multiple people like. You know, she looks amazing and she is talented at what she does. But like some people were just like, she wants to be famous, not a basketball player. And I was like, oh, like, ooh.
How come they don't say that about NBA players? What the fuck?
Exactly.
Just because she's pretty and she probably she can do influencer or like type shit, you know?
Because she has a pod as well, right?
Oh yeah, she does. And I get that she's using her other resources to do stuff outside the WNBA because that's not forever either. Yeah. You know? So yeah, do it while you're young and stuff. But
I gotta learn these girls' names.
I don't like that take.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I thought it was funny, but I could agree with that. Yeah, but yeah, this was the only. Why'd they have to put her in the front?
Because they knew how clickbaity.
Yeah, like
for sure.
Why don't you guys? Yeah, why don't they tag the players?
We can only tag 20 people. Don't want to leave anyone out.
How many slides? Is this more than 20 slides?
No, you can only do 20 slides. What? That's funny. Okay. And only a few of them had like 2 people in it, so. All right.
Oh, so this was for week 4. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sabrina 8. I still need to get me some Sabrinas. Who's this? Okay. Oh, is this her? Oh no, this is I don't know. I was like, this isn't WNBA fit. I'm dead.
I don't know.
So yeah.
All right. Well,
It's been a long discussion.
It has.
Things going on.
Hopefully we might have another guest on next week. Maybe a returning guest. We shall see. But,
Yeah.
It's been nice catching up per usual, you know?
It has. Nice little catch up. We definitely are going to have a guest next week. So yeah, sorry, it's a late in the afternoon. I feel like my brain. Oh, you know what? I am going to add the day after the marathon, I had the worst brain fog. Like, I was so mentally tired. Like, I was just felt like a zombie. Like, I was just kind of like, I felt like I was like mentally slow.
Did you stay home
all day? I did for a little bit, and then me and Leah went and got food.
Oh, okay.
And then I just kind of was like, I felt like we had some like wine and food, and that was it. But yeah, I crashed so hard Sunday.
I could imagine.
So
man.
I will say that. But if you made it this far, thank you. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Sneaky Leak Pod. Follow us on YouTube, Sneaky Leak Pod. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We even have a TikTok. I just don't post on it much. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, thanks. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.